Okay, so one of the hobbies that I picked up during quarantine was spending time with my newly adopted cat.
So over quarantine, I started smoking and grilling different types of meats.
I'm trying new recipes and trying to make some delicious food.
I've been making a lot of little bento boxes, which my excuse before was very time consuming, but now I have all the time in the world.
I've started baking and camping a lot. I currently have a loaf of bread rising right now at home, and then I'm going camping this weekend.
I think I've baked over the quarantine more than I'd baked in my entire life pre-COVID. Also, my roommates love sweets, so that helps a lot.
I think like everyone else, I tried baking, kind of didn't work out, so I just gave up on it.
Kind of getting more into coffee, not just brewing coffee, but understanding like how to actually get a good cup of coffee with like different beans from around the world and different brew methods, different hardness of water and stuff like that.
Because all the gyms are closed, I just have to come up with new ways to work out and get like fitter.
I got some adjustable dumbbells and I started to make my own home gym at home.
Gymnastics, or at least beginner gymnastics. Bodyweight movements are very good if you're stuck at home.
I was working on one of my manuscripts, took about like 1% of my time. The other time I just spent some time start to learn Chinese calligraphy.
Recently I've tried to pick up chess, coding, and doing some machine learning stuff.
So a new hobby I picked up was reading a lot more. I used to read like just a little bit, but I started picking up, maybe a book a week or a book every other week, especially trash novels. I read all the 50 Shades of Grey series. They were horrible. They're so bad, so I don't recommend them.
Watching a lot more Netflix and crafting. I've been making lanyards. I have one in my backpack right now. Making up trivia, I think that's really fun.
So Legos were a thing that I really enjoyed as a kid. I stopped playing with them, as all kids do. But then during quarantine, I got really bored. I decided to download a program and I started designing my own ships.
Getting back into music. So recently I just got a new keyboard and I've been playing a lot of piano and just going back to my roots.
Don't know how to dance. I'm 26 years old, so I'm trying to shake up the dancing world, because when quarantine breaks, you're gonna see me on the dance floor. I bought a Dance Dance Revolution pad. I'm doing Zumba. I've gotten flossing down.
I have been drinking a lot of wine. I don't know if that's really considered a hobby, but I feel like it's been pretty necessary during these times.
During quarantine, I've come to appreciate time management.
Time management?
How to make the most use of my time. I don't spend as much time sitting in the office on my computer scrolling.
How to be more efficient in labs, so I'm pre-planning all my experiments.
How to prioritize what I needed to do.
What kind of experiments I'm going to do and exactly what they're going to tell me.
I've learned to have a consistent schedule, or at least I'm trying to, so that I have something to look forward to and just have a routine.
From teaching how to convey my ideas with the students, both online and offline.
Becoming more independent. With my boss has been on paternity leave and we've been in quarantine, so I've had to do a lot more on my own.
I was forced to actually look into the background of my research and actually read papers that relate to it.
Working on my writing skills, that's pretty much the only thing that I was able to do for the beginning of quarantine.
I guess resilience. I did my quals during quarantine, so that took like a lot of willpower to like be at home and study and again, like just stay focused.
Joining a research group, so I finally did that this semester, which is really exciting.
So I started a new postdoc, which means a lot of new faces, new project, new techniques, new skills to be learned.
I guess with this very interesting time, what I have learned is that actually being a scientist is good. I actually have come out with a couple of new projects working on detecting COVID and things like that, having time sitting at home that actually helped that. But at the end, I'm an experimentalist, so I'm eager to get data.
2020 is the first year I published my first paper. Yeah, I know a lot of bad things are happening, but that's one positive thing for me, at least for 2020. I can say now I'm a published scientist, so I'm very excited about that.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
In 2021, I am like ready to take the world by storm. I'm like gonna go travel to places that I never even thought about.
For going back to the beach and going to enjoy the sun.
go back out into the world and go to amusement parks because that's one of my things that I love to do.
Going back to sporting events and also going back to concerts.
A normal life.
I'd like to be able to leave my house and not feel like I'm putting people in danger.
When I say hi to people, I have to keep my distance, and I don't like that, so.
Seeing people and hugging people without stressing out.
Spending time with my friends and my cohort and my lab.
I really miss them, and we used to do a lot of dinner parties.
Hopefully being able to
Being able to see friends and family more because most of my family isn't on the West Coast.
This is cheesy, but I'm really looking forward to being able to go home and just see my family in a way that we're not going to be able to this holiday season.
Yeah, and my husband can come to the US to reunite with me. He was stuck in China. That was the worst part for me.
I'm trying to think. I'm excited to meet the rest of my cohort. I think a lot of first years defer till spring, so I'm excited to meet the rest of them.
Everybody in the chemistry department, I really miss getting to meet new people.
Experiencing Los Angeles the way I think it's supposed to be experienced. I don't think I have a real feel for Los Angeles just yet, and I'm excited to experience the people here.
Not much to look forward to. Don't include that.
I'm excited to start lab.
Like research being back at full capacity and everyone being in the lab at the same time, I really miss like all of the interactions between my peers.
I just hope to first pass my qualifying exam, try to get as much work done as possible so that I can get out.
I'm looking forward to hopefully starting to brew beer along with my meat, or smoking the meat.
I know it's very difficult for you guys being away from your family, the loved ones. Even for faculty, it has been pretty tough. I think we all learned how to cope, how to work together. That was the lesson we learned. And I think in that respect, I think it was a very valuable experience. And hopefully by next March, April, we will have a vaccine for this dreadful disease. And this vaccine, hopefully then we can, go back to our normal routines. And don't despair, we all lost almost a year. It's not just you losing it, the faculty lost, everybody lost, okay? So in a way, it's this COVID pandemic made us all equal in some ways, okay? We all had this same experiences. So in that respect, I think it's very good for humanity. And I hope we'll become stronger because of this experience. With that, I wish you the very best holiday season. Take care, guys.